Good evening everybody, Car Biker here, and I'm out for an evening ride. I've not been on an evening ride for quite a while, and it's only going to be a 10-minute one. So my vlog might not fit. Haha, no it will, because I'm going to try and keep this one short, or make the ride a bit longer. Hey! Can't make it too long because Mrs. Calm's waiting for me. We go out for an evening stroll. But I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. This is a Z750R. For those of you who don't know, this has been in pieces. Must be for about 7 weeks now. And it's all Keith's fault. It's all Wyvern Biker's fault. We went out on a ride and I was on this bike. It was my practice run for my ride out through North Yorkshire, and while we were on this ride, Keith looked at my bike and said, "Oh, it's a bit dirty, needs a clean." And I looked at it, I thought, well, I can't argue with him, he's right, you know. It's probably 6 months since I cleaned it. I'm not one for cleaning them, to be honest. I find it intensely boring. The problem with cleaning them is you really want to clean it outdoors, so you use lots of water and not get the garage all soaking wet. But if it's the right weather for being outdoors washing your bike, i.e. it's dry and it's warmish, don't want it baking hot but warmish, well, if it's that type of weather, I want to ride it, not wash it. If I've got a couple of hours to spare, I'm on the thing. And unfortunately that is me. That's the way I am on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, get out there, I'm going to wash it. I'll be wearing my gear while I'm washing it, and you might not see me for a couple of hours. But anyway, I thought, fair enough, it is dirty, it is getting a bit much now. Really, really dirty. So I thought I'll give it a clean. And I thought, with my TDM knowledge, the stuff we've been doing on the TDM, all the cleaning we did on that right at the beginning of that project, I thought I want to give it a proper deep clean. So I whipped off all the plastics and the carbon bits and pieces and started cleaning. And then I noticed that there are a few bits where the paint had gone. So bottom of the engine, for example. I think that happens on a lot of bikes. I know the TDM, the bottom of the engine is absolutely gone for paint. So bottom of the engine, that had all been chipped off by the stuff that the front wheel spits up. Even though I've got a fender extender, that isn't helping with that. So I thought, right, well, I'll need to paint that. And I noticed a few chips here and there, so a bit of a chip on the swing armour too, and a few other bits and pieces. I thought, well, I best paint them. I thought, well, to get to the bottom of the engine, I'm going to have to get the belly pan off. So I took the belly pan off, and I didn't put the belly pan on. It was on the bike when I got it, and it's an aftermarket piece, and I suspect it's a proper cheap and cheerful off eBay job, probably Chinese type thing. And took the belly pan off. The stuff it was mounted to I can only describe as rust. If you saw me post a picture of a piece of metal on Facebook and I said this might take some salvaging, well, that was a bit of the belly pan mount. So I had to grind all the rust off that, repaint it, and while I was at that I thought, well, let's see what other bits of Chinese metal are on here, or cheap metal are on here. So I found another few bits that needed painting and I started on them. Then I had some paint issues with paint not sticking. I think because I'd done a rust remedy to try and stop the rust, and I ended up painting the belly pan bits about 4 times. A real pain in the backside. And it kind of just spiraled from there. I found a couple of little chips on the frame, a bit of rust where something had started, just a bit of surface rust on the tank. Nothing dangerous at all, nothing, you know, risky, but just a little tiny bit of surface rust. So I had to sand that out and treat it and paint that, and suddenly I realised 6 weeks had passed and I've still got the bike in pieces. And the only thing really that I think forced me to put it back together, because obviously I don't need it, I've got the other bike to go on. Bit of luck that I have got the other bike, otherwise I would have been either off-road for a long time, or I suppose fixing this one up quicker. But the only reason that I've really got it done quickly over the last few nights is I'm booked into that I2I training, I2I Motorcycle Academy. So that's happening in 2 days' time. Something I'm looking forward to. I've asked them if I'm allowed to record it. Isn't it annoying when somebody does 31 and you want to whip past them, but you know that they tend to have speed cameras on the side of them. Yeah, I've asked the guy if I'm allowed to take the camera. Just waiting for a reply, and with any luck he'll let me upload it, but if not, I'll tell you all about it. If you don't know about it, I2I, it's the stuff they don't teach you when you're learning to ride. You do your CBT, and there's a couple of manoeuvres in it, but not a great deal. You do your test, and it's all about road stuff. And I've done the IAM, and that's all about road stuff, and none of it about actually handling the bike and getting better control over the bike. So this is completely the other way. I'm really looking forward to it, but I didn't want to do it on the other bike because some of the things you do have the risk of dropping it, and the other bike is worth a lot more and has no crash protection, whereas this has got a bit of crash protection. So, you know, bit of a better one to choose, I think. But yes, I've had 6 weeks without this bike, and oh, I've missed it. Anyway, my little shakedown ride's nearly over, so I'll shut up. I'm going to get out and record some more videos soon. I think I'm going to try and do some more slightly offbeat ones, like my films that will be improved by zombies. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ride safe, everyone, and I'll talk to you all again soon.